The sexual life of adult women is a dark continent for psychology. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. Where ID is, there shall ego be. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? Sexual love is undoubtedly one of the chief things in life, and the union of mental and bodily satisfaction in the enjoyment of love is one of its culminating peaks. Psychoanalysis is essentially a method of excavation of the repressed material of the psyche. Neurosis is the inability to tolerate ambiguity. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Thinking is an experimental dealing with small quantities of energy, just as a general moves miniature armies in his head. The goal of all life is death. Time spent with cats is never wasted. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The mind is like an iceberg, it floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The madman is a dreamer awake. From error to error one discovers the entire truth. Civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. The ego is not master in its own house. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious. A woman will never want to sex with a man who does not get her hints.